Alright, y'all, so today we are reacting to Why Looks Are Everything. I ain't gonna talk too much, let's just get into it and see what this video got to present to us.
If you work out strictly for appearance-based reasons, you are fat phobic.
It's okay to be weak. Nobody.
I wasn't gonna pause this video a lot, but what the fuck is she talking about? Let me see.
Out strictly for appearance-based reasons, you are fat phobic.
It's okay to be.
So what you want me to...
Nobody cares about when you do that and there's like muscles there. Nobody cares about that. We don't want to see that.
It's okay
This video is gonna piss me off. This video is gonna piss me off.
to be fat and are not. No. Okay to be weak.
Nobody cares about when you do that and there's like muscles there. Nobody cares about that. We don't want to see that.
It's okay to be fat and are not meant to be dominant. Men are meant to be submissive.
Life's too short to exercise. I'm just gonna be honest.
I ain't gonna hold y'all, this video is gonna piss me off. Like, this video is gonna get me mad tight.
Don't care about health. You are fat.
If you are losing weight because you want to feel better, be in less pain, be healthier, all of these things, that's fat phobic.
So, intentional weight loss, so you purposely saying, I want to lose 20 pounds, is fat phobic.
Whoa, this video, oh god, this video is gonna piss me off, bro. I'm already pissed off, and what are we, a minute in?
Lose weight. That act of intentionally trying to make your body smaller is inherently fat.
You got me. Yep, secret's out. I have a fear of being fat. Matter of fact, I'm terrified. I'm terrified.
You know, sometimes it feels like certain people don't.
I guess I'm fat phobic because I do not want to be fat. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being fat, but if you are fat and you want to lose weight, why does that make you fat phobic? What if you just want to feel better? Oh my god.
In reality. Because what if I told you your physical appearance is one of the most, if not the most important qualification in almost anything you do in life? Whether it's your social life, school life, work life, or even sport life, looking good will provide some sort of benefit. The brain automatically associates positive thoughts with people who are attractive. On average, attractive people earn 12 to 14% more than their peers. Attractive people are usually perceived as healthier and more intelligent. In social settings, attractive people are more likely to be approached and included. It's nuances like these that make networking so much easier. And if you know anything about networking, you know that's where most people find most of their opportunities. It's so easy for your brain to associate this idea that that pretty girl you saw who you've never talked to is this innocent, pure, kind person. Because how can she not be? She looks so beautiful, right? And look, I'm not trying to say that being fit inherently makes you attractive or that overweight people are inherently ugly, but there have been numerous testimonies of people who lost weight, became fit, and worked on their looks, and then saw a complete 180 in the way that people treat them.
People are going to treat you differently because you're thin. People are actually nicer to me. I had this fear in my head that people were treating me poorly because I was big, and turns out it's true. I am actually ignored because I'm fat. I am actually not taken as seriously because I'm fat. I am actually passed over for things because I'm fat. I am actually been missing out on all sorts of...
See, I'm not gonna sit there and try to put myself into somebody that is overweight. I'm not gonna say fat, but I've never been overweight in my life, so I'm not gonna speak too much on that. But the beginning of that video definitely pissed me off. But there is nothing wrong with being fat, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to change if you are overweight.
Because I'm fat. This fear is true, and it has been getting my face rubbed in it for the last 6 months. Because all of a sudden, I can say the same shit I was saying before.
That's not the same person. Congrats, buddy. If that is the same human being, congrats, but you should put on some muscle now. But if that was your goal and that's what you want to look like, you don't gotta put on no. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me, but I think you should put on a little bit of muscle.
Same way, and people are going, yeah, you're right, you're right. I could say the same jokes, and people, they'll be like, that's funny. They're like, that's so funny, Chris. I'm used to getting on elevators. No one talks to me. I never get talked to.
I think that's true. I think certain jokes are more funny when it comes from someone that's overweight. I don't know why. I don't know.
Elevator. And all of a sudden, why are you talking to me? People like you never talk to me, and you're talking to me. and I don't like it. because I'm the same person that I was before.
Yeah,
I'm just
right,
thinner.
right.
And you're gonna, you'll have already dealt with that. When you hit your goal weight, you will have already experienced all that. That won't suddenly hit you then. That hit you before.
And I want you guys to notice how he said, why are you talking to me? I'm still the same person.
Why are you talking to me? People like you never talk to me, and you're talking to me, and I don't like it because I'm the same person that I was before.
And look, I'm saying this is someone who was at one point overweight. I was literally a big kid growing up until I started doing sports. I'm gonna include my weight transformation at the end of the video if anyone wants to see it. But all I'm saying is just trust me when I say I'm speaking from experience. But see, what a lot of these overweight people do is they get mad at the world. They have this expectation that people should just love them for who they are. And look, in an ideal world, we'd all want that. But that's just not the reality of things. The reality is making yourself more attractive, becoming fit and healthy will make the world just a little bit kinder to you.
Skinny privilege and obesity bias is real. I have lost over 200 pounds in the last 3 years, so I have the perspective.
Congrats once again. Round of applause. Not saying you had to do that, but I'm saying if that was your goal clearly, so good job.
Both a person living in a large body and a person living in a smaller body. There is a huge difference in how people treat me. And no, I'm
That's
not limiting this statement to how men treat me or even perfect strangers. I'm also talking about my own friends and family. People are kinder, more empathetic, they have more patience, they're more interested in me as a person in this body. People who were
Yeah, that shouldn't be the case. You should not treat people different based off how they look.
to me in my fat body are nice to me now. And I haven't changed. I hope that this video validates your feelings if you are overweight or if you struggle with your weight, if you just choose to exist in a larger body. You're not crazy. They were being mean to you, and you don't deserve that.
Again, I want you to take note of how she said she hasn't changed.
And I haven't changed.
Like I said before, with a lot of overweight people, it's a really big point for them that they're the same person inside. Brief intermission, I'm trying to get to 100K subs, so I'd appreciate it if you like, comment, subscribe on this channel and on my reaction channel, 4D Shams Live. Also, join my Discord and follow me on Instagram. Love y'all. And see, this is where the division happens, because you have one group of overweight people who want to stay the same and try to force the world to love them for who they are. And then you have another group who acknowledge, yes, they're decent human beings. They deserve love and respect, but at the same time, they work to improve their health and appearance. Because it's not mutually exclusive. You can want to be loved and appreciated for who you are while simultaneously working to improve yourself.
And I'm not gonna lie, I've never gotten like terrible treatment from guys. I've always dated pretty successful guys since high school, my whole life pretty much. But the treatment that I was getting at 162 compared to 184 or whatever I am now, it's a difference. It's a big difference. Your girl was pulling multi-millionaires at 160, and they wasn't marrying me or nothing like that. But I was going on dates with them at least. You know, I was getting gifts on first dates. I mean, now they take me on cute dinners. They pay, of course, all that stuff. That's nice, but it's a difference. It's a difference of the type of guys that in your dating pool, when you're at your best, when your weight is correct, when you're not chubby, compared to when you're not, at your best and you're a little thick, your back is a little wide. It's a difference, and I don't care what anyone says. I've lived it. I've lived both sides of it, being a size 4 to being a size 10.
And look, I don't think there's a correct weight that you can be, but I do know that as an individual, you know when you're getting closer to your best self. And we can't just skip over the stuff that she said about her dating pool. She said she was dating multi-millionaires with the S at the end, so she had multiple opportunities. Hey, for all the ladies out there, if you ever needed a reason to be fit and try to look like your best self, there you have it. That's the reason right there. And I think the best example of how being attractive can improve your life is Jeremy Meeks. So back in 2014, Jeremy Meeks was arrested for possession of a gun and grand theft. After being arrested, the Stockton Police Department would post his mugshot on Facebook. And shortly after that mugshot would go viral. Jeremy went viral all over the internet for how attractive he was. He had people putting money in his books and sending him fan mail. People were even calling him Prison Bae. Jeremy would end up getting signed to a modeling agency while in prison. 2016, he gets out of jail and starts modeling. And oh yeah, he's dating a billionaire heiress. That's a...
Did I hear a B?
Out of jail and starts modeling, and oh yeah, he's dating a billionaire heiress.
Did I hear a B once again?
And he gets out of jail and starts modeling, and oh yeah, he's dating a billionaire heiress.
Billionaire? Billionaire? Congrats, brother.
It's a billion, not a million, a billion. You know the one with the B? Yeah, that's what being attractive can do. Keep in mind, Jeremy is a convicted felon and an ex-Crip gang member. So they come from completely...
My boy's an ex-Crip.
Worlds. And then fast forward a little while later, 2017, he's just casually modeling in the New York Fashion Week. And oh yeah, he's been featured on a bunch of movies too. Now you might be wondering, why am I showing you guys all this? I'm showing you all this because I want you to realize just how far being attractive, being fit can take you. And again, I'm not saying that being fit and being attractive are interchangeable, but they are very closely linked. And what some of you guys who aren't fit or attractive and aren't trying to achieve that don't realize is that it's hindering you in so many aspects of your life. Whether it's social, financial, romantic, being attractive is literally like a cheat code that makes all those things easier. Instead of being mad at the world and trying to force people to accept you, work towards improving yourself and grasping those opportunities. A perfect example of how sometimes overweight people can get mad at the world is this clip.
I'm gonna be really honest, there's a lot of really fat phobic people out there. Even in the queer community, I was a go-go dancer at a pride party, and the amount of money that I made versus the amount of money that the thin people made was not the same. Sometimes people don't even feel...
Let me back that up.
I'm gonna be really honest, there's a lot of really fat phobic people out there. Even in the queer community, I was a go-go dancer at a pride party, and the amount of...
What is a go-go dancer? Let me look that up. What is a go-go dancer? What is a go-go dancer? A go-go dancer is a performer who entertains crowds at nightclubs and other venues with music. Okay.
That I made versus the amount of money that the thin people made was not the same. Sometimes people don't even feel comfortable like putting the money in my underwear, but people are like really party, and the amount of money that I made.
I don't know if I'm tripping or not. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
Versus the amount of money that the thin people made was not the same. Sometimes people don't even feel comfortable like putting the money in my underwear, but people are like really awkward with like, should I touch you? Should I? And I see them fully touching other people. So those are little reminders that people still have a lot of work to do around their fat phobia.
Well, that's because, and I don't mean to be mean or be a jerk.
I don't disagree with that.
People are closer to the beauty standard than overweight people. And you can't be mad at them for spending money on what they like. And to address the last part of what she said, I don't think it's fair to treat anyone differently because of their weight. And look, I know so far in this video, I've taken a pretty superficial stance. I've talked about all the things that being attractive can get you. But I need people to realize that outside of maybe not looking your best, there are actual real life health consequences to being overweight.
I watched my grandfather have a stroke and almost fall and break his neck, and my uncle caught him. Had 15 plus strokes, had to relearn how to read, walk, talk. He couldn't even read anymore. He could barely walk, he could barely talk, could barely feed himself, couldn't even cut his own food if he wanted to. And he died in his 60s and lived 10 miserable years in a wheelchair. And there's nothing wrong with being in a wheelchair, before I add. My grandmother one time stepped on glass, the neuropathy so bad in her feet, she didn't feel the glass for months and had to spend 2 months in Medicaid-run wound care. That same grandmother is now going blind and can barely see, and they're doing everything they can to save her eyesight, but the type 2 diabetes is killing her eyes.
She literally had to watch her family suffer from the consequences of being overweight. And I know it might seem like I'm being Captain Obvious here. I'm sure it's pretty common knowledge that being overweight or obese is unhealthy, but trust me, with this new fat acceptance movement, some of these people are becoming delusional. If you want to hear my thoughts on the fat acceptance movement, I went into detail in one of my older videos.
Just because I'm fat, that doesn't invalidate the things that I say.
She died. You ready to get...
That doesn't invalidate the things that I say.
She died. You ready to get supersized? She died too.
Today I got the big Fruit Loop.
He's dead.
Let's not make a joke out of people dying from obesity, okay? Okay, Catwoman.
Me on my fat positive radio show, which didn't last long because she died.
I still think that video didn't.
Yeah, I get where she was coming from. Like, y'all do need to take care of yourselves, and that's for everybody. I'm not saying that to any group of people. Everybody does need to take care of themselves. Y'all need to stop treating individuals different than you treat other individuals. Everybody is equals, but I do believe that everybody should strive to be the most healthy and best version of themselves. And don't lie to yourselves. And that's for anybody of any stature.
the shine that it deserves. So if you guys want to check it out, it's still up. But see, these fat acceptance people are becoming so delusional that they're starting to refute medical facts. Now, I'm not saying doctors don't make mistakes or that they're 100% right all the time, but to try to have a back and forth with a medical professional, especially when it's about something that concerns your health, is wild.
I don't want to step on the scale at the doctor's. I say, oh, I don't want to be weighed today. I don't want to talk about my fatness at the doctor. I say, oh, I'm not here to talk about my weight. I'm here to talk about fill in the blank, whatever the issue actually is.
When I don't want to pay my rent and my landlord gives me a call asking why I haven't paid the rent, I say, ooh, I'm actually not here to talk numbers today.
If they refuse to test me for certain things because of my fatness, I say, I would like it noted in my chart that you are refusing to test me for X, Y, and Z.
Your weight is not the only factor.
No, she's just being problematic.
Determining your health, and weight loss is not the only solution to your problems, but it wouldn't hurt, and it usually is a solution.
Oh, sounds like you are not up to date on the latest research about fat bodies. I highly recommend the Maintenance Phase podcast.
To all the medical professionals out there, hats off to you for going through all those years of medical school, training, continuing education, only to have ignorant, entitled idiots like this tell you to go educate yourselves by listening to a podcast.
And honestly, all the social benefits and medical facts aside, being overweight isn't fun. You're not comfortable in your own body, feeling out of breath from doing a minimal physical activity, trying on clothes and the proportions being off and just not looking right on you, lacking the confidence to even try certain clothes. That just doesn't sound like a fun way to live. And now for anyone who's motivated by this video to start their fitness journey, I want to let you know that that doesn't mean you become a gym rat overnight. Matter of fact, I think like 60 to 70% of being fit is your diet. So let's say you're not comfortable going to the gym because you're overweight right now. Do those at-home workouts and try to put a decent amount of effort into eating right. Weight loss is all about calories in versus calories out. So try to have meals that are protein dense because they tend to be more filling. And even if you are having healthy meals, don't overeat, because unless you're bulking, that 5,000 calorie protein packed meal is still gonna make you fat.
Ever date someone that was overweight? No.
Would I date somebody that's overweight? Probably not.
How overweight? No, probably not.
Can I ask why?
Mostly because I put so much work into myself, and if I don't see that being replicated in them, I'm just not interested.
I would. I don't know why you would not date someone for how they look. That's just me.
The last 3 guys have said they would not date someone that was overweight.
That surprises me.
One of them was your brother. How do you feel about that?
He has a girlfriend. So, but how somebody's body reflects a lot of their habits and their lifestyle and their mindset about things. And so I feel like you can gauge a lot from a person just straight off the bat.
See, most fit people don't hate overweight people. It's more that fit people are attracted to the habits, the lifestyle, and the discipline that it takes other fit people to stay fit, because that shows a level of self-respect, work ethic, consistency, dedication, and above all, self-love. How can you claim to love yourself if you're not taking care of your own body and keeping up with your looks and attractiveness? And you gotta realize, I don't think I've ever seen a person sad after completing their weight loss journey. They all end up looking like this.
This is my wake-up call. 8.5 months later, 75 pounds down.
Now, you're not gonna sit here and lie to me and say you don't see that glow in her eyes. That is a changed woman. Now, for the group of people out there who make overweight people feel uncomfortable at the gym, this is all I gotta say. And for my overweight, self-conscious gym goers, I hope this video gives you some peace of mind. If you made it this far, I appreciate you so much for watching. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications for me. And if you want to join the 4D fam and be a part of 4D World, go ahead and join my Discord channel. And if you didn't know, your boy definitely knows how to put that shit on, so go ahead and follow my Instagram. I'm gonna be dropping heat on there very soon. All links are in the description below. Again, I appreciate y'all for watching, and yo gang, can you like subscribe to my reaction channel, 4D Shans Live? I know I already said it, but
man, yeah. Y'all subscribe, man. Binge the rest of the videos. I love y'all. Go to the description. I got my other channels on there. Y'all might like that content more. If y'all like it, subscribe to that too. I love y'all. I'm gonna get to the next one once again.